There's no money to be made in writing books.
You ain't telling me.
I only do it because I love this industry. I want everybody to do better.
How to sell more cars.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 5-Minute Sales Meeting. Today we're going behind the scenes. We're going to talk to Zanan, the #1 best-selling author of The Definitive Guide to F&I.
The first 4 books were about general management because, from far, it seems like a very simple business, right? You buy a car low, you sell a car high. A lot has to do with training, with having certain values, with an ability to utilize software, marketing, everything, right? But I realized that I actually derive 100% of my income from F&I consulting. So finally, my 5th book, I decided to write about F&I. You can become a finance manager tomorrow because there is absolutely no licensing requirements. There is no educational requirements, right? It's a free-for-all, right? I'll give you an example. If you want to become a barber in New York City, you need to go through 500 hours of training. 500 hours of training. Yeah. Right? And if you and I want to be finance managers, we can start tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? And we, at best, are going to get trained by Joe, right, in the next office. And this is how bad habits transcend generation.
Max says there's really only 2 things you need to know about F&I, but the problem is, more often than not, we put number 2 ahead of number 1.
They need to be able to read a credit bureau in order to submit the deal to the right bank and structure the deal correctly. Because their main job is to get the best possible approval for the customer. What a lot of dealers do, they focus on the second part of the job, right? And the second part of the job is to upsell certain F&I products, right? And it's all great when you focus on the sales skill, but you absolutely have to focus on the first part of the job. Teach your people how to read the credit bureau, how to speak to the credit analyst at the bank, how to understand the program that each bank has for that particular month in order for you to structure a deal that is appealing to that particular bank.
People hate a lot of things about the car business, but the thing they hate the most is how dang long it takes to buy a car. Max says we can speed the process up in F&I if we do things the right way, but some of the shortcuts that people are trying to take, like cradle to grave, may not work as well as you think.
You can ask any car dealer how hard it is to find a good salesperson, right? And then you can ask the same car dealer how hard it is to find a good finance manager. And then imagine finding that unicorn, right? That's going to be good at sales, good at understanding credit, good at understanding bank programs, and good at selling F&I products, all as one person, right? Listen, like anything else, you need qualified staff, right? And well-trained staff. And what I mean by well-trained staff, I'm talking about all departments, right? It doesn't make sense to have super trained, super qualified finance managers and the so-so salespeople, right? Because the so-so salespeople will slow down the process and vice versa, right? So when it comes to new cars, I think, you really need to focus on leasing, right? Because leasing by definition is a short-term loan.
The car business is tough. Max says it's only getting tougher, but the biggest problem we face is getting people to stick around.
Because the #1 reason why people leave automotive retail is the spousal pressure, right? Because you're never home. Car dealers at some point have to recognize that quality of life is the secret sauce to attracting quality employees. It's really easy to calculate how much time each task requires, right? So if it takes you half an hour to get the deal approved and get the deal funded, and then it takes you another half an hour to 45 minutes to do your presentation, to show the customer all the benefits and the features of each and every F&I product available, right? There's only so many customers each finance manager can see during the day or during a month, right? So a lot of times dealers make a mistake, and instead of hiring an additional finance manager, they overload the existing one. And when you overload an existing finance manager, they only have less time to spend.
That's it, boys and girls. Another episode of the 5-Minute Sales Meeting, brought to you by the How to Sell More Cars podcast and Dealer Marketing Magazine. I'm your host, Terry Lancaster. I'll get one bit of advice. Get out there and make somebody's dreams come true.